My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Looking at that card library for no reason whatsoever. It is time to go into the silent Ascension level 15. Hello again. Now, can we snipe elites? We could easily snipe one elite here, but that guarantees we have to fight another elite. Still the best. Let's go for it. There's an early shop over this side as well, which is a little bit lame. Taking a piercing whale here. We need some offensive cards though. Speaking of offensive cards, Swift Strike is just like a bad card for the silent. You've got better than it. Here I think I take an Infinite Blades and an escape plan because we can afford it and it has no negative effect on our deck archetype. Unless we go up against the, you know, offer you the Parasite in order to get it out of our deck. We get the Spirit Poop, which is unpleasant. It's just a -1 score modifier. Unless we go up against the Gremlin Knob, in which case the escape plans is actually bad for us. Mummified Hand, whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn. So now we want to look for a lot of powers. I think I actually lose 0 gold here and keep my HP. Because we've got 2 elites and I haven't really got a great offensive card. Sure, we're going to kill this one easily, but if the next one's Gremlin Knob, we're going to be sad. The Courier. The merchant no longer runs out of cards, relics, or potions, and their prices are reduced by 20%. Expertise gives us heavy draw. Will Infinite Blades upgrade to add a Shiv to our hand at the start of every combat, at the start of every turn, but since Infinite Blades is innate, it starts in our hand. Yeah, we now want to go for a lot of powers, so I think I actually take the Caltrops here. We're incentivized to go for powers because of the Mummified Hand. Prayer Wheel, non-boss chest now also contain cards. Not good. We'll upgrade Neutralize now before we actually go to a serious elite. And it's a Gremlin Knob. That's unfortunate for us. Caltrops, Infinite Blade, Neutralize are really, really good there. Piercing Whale will actually be useful later, so I'll hold on to it. It's going to be one of the defensive cards that I would actually play later. Unfortunately, this one pretty much just becomes a DPS race. We do have a reasonable amount of damage, but the enemy also does a reasonable amount. We're going to use the Survivor here because it only increases the amount of damage the enemy is doing here by 2, but it increases our block by 8. So unless they attack us 4 more times, unless they survive for 4 more turns, it's good for us overall on the balance of things. Next turn we have a Neutralize, so I'm pretty happy about that. Good. I'm almost certain to draw lethal next turn, or the ability to draw into it. I wonder if that means I want to use defend here. Beautiful. Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, gain an energy. We got beat the hell up there. Block Potion's really nice though. And so is After Image. Again, it's another power. Upgrade 2 random cards and lose 19 HP would kill me, so we're not going to do that. That's right, I'm surprisingly not gonna murder myself right there. Well, After Image first, so that we can start gaining a lot of block. Beautiful. Man. I'm going to Expertise here, using the escape plan to try and get some more block. Didn't really get enough, unfortunately. Who's our boss at the end of this floor? We might actually need to... Ooh, Dodge and Roll's a good pickup. Dodge and Roll is a good pickup, but we have to Dagger Spray. We need the AoE. We're not going to have the damage to take you out early. You are going to hit us a lot of time and activate Caltrops. I'm worried because this means I have to rest. So I haven't actually gotten a lot of upgrades this floor. Infinite Blades, Caltrops, Neutralize. I'm probably going to be shiving as well, striking as well, so I may as well do that first. Beautiful. Draw as far through the deck as I can. I want Piercing Wail on these multi-attack turns, but unfortunately it didn't turn up. So After Image, Escape Plan, Defend, Shiv. I have to defend here. It almost completely protected me. Okay. I think I get to play everything and then Survivor. Yep, completely protect myself. Deal 6 damage using the Caltrops as well. Alright, I'm going to strike here. Expertise, draw into the Neutralize, and use that to make sure that I don't take damage this turn. So we've gotten, you know, almost half of the enemy's HP down. Respectable. I'm using this expertise effectively just to try and hard draw me through my deck as quickly as possible so I can get back to my Neutralize. Because that's the real power turn for us. It's suddenly going to be very important in a moment that I held on to... that I rested. Because we are going to take a bunch of damage next turn. We don't really have any counterplay around that. Here it is. 4x6? Actually, that's... Oh, no, because my enemy's weakened. Otherwise, that would be 6x6, I think, actually. That's rough. Alright, I'm going to try and draw into my Piercing Wail. Yeah, beautiful. Completely negated all of that incoming damage there. However, my enemy still takes 18 damage off of my Caltrops. Without the Caltrops, I don't know if we would even be able to win this fight. Just because our deck is that slow. Alright. Beautiful. I think we've taken 1 damage this whole fight so far, but it has been, like, it is worth noting, we have drawn extraordinarily well. I'm going to expertise here, yeah, because I'm looking for defense. I mean, a strike kills. Another After Image would be ridiculous. 1,000 cots. Has to be 1,000 cots, right? Oh, Envenom's not bad either. But it's 1,000 cuts. We're incentivized to play a lot of cards as a result of After Image. And we get a free card every single turn. We oftentimes play 4 cards and then draw through our whole deck again. It's 1,000 cuts. Well, this is interesting. I don't think I can take the curse. I do need extra energy, though. And our expertise makes the Runic Pyramid a lot worse. I think this is an Ectoplasm. Gain energy at the start of each of your turns. You no longer gain gold. Each piece of energy is so important for us because it is another ability to play another one of these skills. Powers, rather. Calling Bell, 3 curses and 3 relics. Unfortunately, depending on what curses you get and what relics you get, this can be amazing or it can be absolute garbage. And that variance makes it really, really difficult to take. And the Runic Pyramid, at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand, draw 1 fewer cards each turn. You don't want to do that a lot of the time when you have draw that depends on the size of your hand. We have expertise, draw until you have 6 cards in hand. So if we do keep cards, then Runic Pyramid's bad for us. We'll take Ectoplasm. I also really, really, really wanted an energy pickup there so that I can afford to chain off just a lot of my skills as early as possible. If I go this path, I get to use my money and then just try and never worry about it again, but there's another shop up here. Oh no, but I can dodge that. But then I have to go for 2 elites. Yikes. Oh, there's no better path. I just guess I have a couple dead shops. We do have to get 1,000 Cuts out and probably Infinite Blades as well. I think that means I'm taking a little bit of damage this turn. Nope, never mind. We got saved. I forgot that the 1,000 Cuts and the Infinite Blades were going to lower the cost of other cards in my hand. I need to use that defend, and now I'm going to expertise just for 3. Beautiful. Just going to go all for the defend now. I just need to get my my key cards active. And now that we've got After Image also active, that's pretty much all of our key cards active. Hell yeah. I was only, I think, only ever really able to get down to plated armor in that turn. No matter what ordering I went with. Right. Defend, shiv, and then we can expertise. Sure. Need 14. No, we don't need 14. Actually, we just play out the whole hand. We do need to upgrade our Infinite Blades as soon as possible, as well as our After Image. And obviously, there's a couple cards that I'm pretty sure anyone watching this right now can name that would extraordinarily benefit us. There we go. Energy Potion rather than an artifacting? No. That backflip's probably a good idea, though. Get a little bit more draw in my deck. Yeah. Plus it's defensive. Remove all strikes, obtain 5 bites. Yeah. Because we've got no upgraded strikes. We haven't removed any strikes from our deck so far. This gives us the ability to heal a little bit, and 30% of our maximum HP is not that much, considering we don't have much maximum HP. Really unfortunate to see Shuriken and Unceasing Top here when we can't take either of them. I'm going to quickly close my window, because it started raining quite heavily out there. I think we take a Caltrops here. And probably a Burst. It's just a ridiculous card. Another Caltrops. Alright, so I just bought a bunch of copies of Caltrops. I probably just completely fucked myself, but it's going to be really, really funny when I die as a result of what I've just done to myself. I'm actually using a piercing whale there. I'm gonna dig for another Caltrops. Ah. Bye. Oh, those birds moited themselves. They moited themselves, They did, rather. Alright, so enemies are now going to deal 12 damage to themselves when they try and hit me. Which is, you know, fun. Another Ancient Potion I can't really use. I don't think I take any of these. I can't take Normality. If I have a Normality in this deck, I lose instantly. And upgrading a... Yeah, upgrading a card's probably worth it. Let's get that 1,000 Cuts upgraded. Beautiful. I'm not going to go for the Elite here. Instead, I'm going to Smith and upgrade my After Image so that when I chain off on my first turn, I get that much block. After Image. Blades. Caltrops. Block. And I still take 8 damage here. Where is the justice in this world? I don't see justice. I see just ice. That's right. I'm getting the cold shoulder of the world. Just ice. 1,000 cuts. Caltrops. Escape plan. Shift. Bite. Defend and Survivor. Hell yeah. Almost completely protected myself. But at the very least, I do get to heal up a little bit with my bite. Give me another bite, please. Oh, no. Yay, we killed. There is nothing to be said there. Footwork is the pickup that we needed to make, and then we made it. And now Footwork will be upgraded. So Footwork is the single most broken card in the arsenal of this character. Pair, raise your max HP by 10. That's a really good pickup for us as well. We need some max HP pickups. We'll take another backflip. Get some more card draw in this deck. Look at all the things I can't take. Look at them. And then we'll leave instantly. I think I'm actually going to risk an elite here. All right. Well, I mean, if I had to fight any elite, this is probably the best one. After image. Blades. Caltrops. Bite. Defend. And Survivor. Oh, it's going to be real rough for this enemy to get much damage through to me. Ooh. I do not envy you. And you're going to take 12 damage every single time you try and hit. Honestly, I don't know why you're still trying. There we go. A deck like this is going to be completely broken until it suddenly isn't. A lot like our last run, in fact. It's going to be extremely broken until it suddenly is not at all. Art of War is actually ridiculous for us. If you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain an extra energy next turn, that's oftentimes going to happen. I'll take none of those, though. Because we're going to spend a lot of our turns just setting up defense. Stab. Expertise for another 6 cards. I'll Dagger Spray here. I'm also going to drop an Ancient Potion so that the Chosen can't hit me with a Hex right now. Because that Hex would really fuck with our game plan of playing a billion trillion skills. I'm also going to save myself a bunch of HP here by consuming that potion. 7 for a block potion. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've seen better, but I've seen worse block potions, definitely. I probably don't want to draw the Piercing Wail from now on, so I'll use it just to exhaust it out of my deck. That. It's expertise for the card draw. And just keep biting. Hell yeah. Cloak and Dagger is really good. Cloak and Dagger synergizes with us a bunch of different ways. It deals a bunch of extra damage from 1,000 cuts because it generates extra cards. It gives you extra dex from the... or it benefits from the extra dex from Footwork. And it gives you extra cards to play with the After Image, so... Cloak and Dagger and an upgraded Cloak and Dagger at that is a really, really good pickup for us. Really glad that I got my Footwork out in that first turn. Caltrops. Woo, 1,000 cuts as well. Hell yes. So enemies that multi-attack us on the last floor are going to be just destroyed. Orb Walkers are going to Orb Walk all over us. So we've got to watch out for that. Donu and Decker would be absolutely stomped by this deck. However, we have a lot of powers in this deck. So if our final fight happens to be, oh, I don't know, just a random example, the Awakened one, we're probably just going to lose, like, directly as a result of that. Which is unfortunate. But it's a risk that I'm willing to take. And kind of have to. I'll drop this Caltrops. It's another 1,000 cuts. And we'll upgrade that to 4 damage to all enemies. Okay. We'll draw this to see if we get an expensive card that we would then decrease the cost of with the After Image. It's not important to play After Image first because the enemy's not attacking this turn. Does this enemy have many multi-attacks? It does not. I do need to... Yeah, I do need to remove your artifacting eventually. And I'm not going to be able to do that easily, so... There's its multi-attack, but I was never going to be able to stop your multi-attacks because you've got the artifacting. Savvy. We'll start working on this orb just in case it takes one of my 1,000 cuts and I need to take it back. And took it. It's exactly those 1,000 cuts that will enable me to kill these orbs. So, you know, them being taken is a bit rough. Let's draw a whole new hand. A whole new hand. I don't know the rest of the words of this song. There we go. 1,000 cuts. And it hit the right card nonetheless. Beautiful. Taking expertise is a bit rough. We do always have to neutralize this bronze automaton though. The dagger spray plus just the rest of these hits should kill that back line. Which is beautiful. I do need to play that Caltrops, so we'll buy expertise to get the Caltrops, hopefully. Whew! We didn't even manage to get it. Oh no, I would have needed to Caltrops last. Alright. I messed up the order of that turn, but thankfully the game screwed me on the draw, and it balanced out. Unfortunately, we don't have Weaken for this turn. This turn is why I was trying to remove as many charges of artifacting as soon as I possibly could. I'm gonna backflip because I need to get down to my bites as soon as possible here. A blur would make this deck run a lot smoother. Fully defended. Dealing a bunch of damage here. Enemy is charging up again for another giant laser attack. I'm not too keen on them getting that off. Perfect. Now that they're weakened, they're going to be weakened for the next turn. So their giant death laser is not going to deal as much damage. I also have the option to drop a 8 damage potion if I desperately need it. Although I think these 2 bites will be... just about enough to set me up. Beautiful. Another block potion. In 10 block, sure. Is Storm of Steel amazing or horrible? I think it's horrible. In this deck? Yeah, it's horrible. We're not going to have a full hand and nothing that we want to play. You actually don't want any of those. I would love to take the Philosopher's Stone, but we're barely protecting ourselves against all incoming damage as it is at the moment. I think I have to take the Eternal Feather. So the Eternal Feather is for every 5 cards in your deck, heal 2 HP whenever you're into a rest site. We're likely to pick up 2 more cards. So we're going to be healing 12 HP whenever we go to a rest site. That's not bad. Yeah, there's no... hang on. Yeah, there's no line where I get to avoid all elites this floor, but I have one line in particular where I can avoid all but one elite. So we'll do that. After image, infinite blades, caltrops. I will probably want the piercing whale later on. So I'll hold that in my deck. A turn like this, I would have really wanted the piercing whale. And I'm going to drop the block potion here. Significant amount of incoming damage that we actually get to block. Those bites are super important there. I'll backflip, see if I get another caltrops. I do. Beautiful. Okay. Give me bites. Beautiful. And I hope to pretty much just bite him to death now. Well, I'm actually on full max HP right now, so I may as well just kill him. Poison. Not bad, not bad. Yep, it's the awakened one. We're dead. That's a shame. That was pretty much, you know, going to happen, though. Unfortunately, I was trying to lower the cost of 1,000 cuts, and it was pretty important that I played my other cards first so that I could try and lower the cost of 1,000 cuts there. Was it? Is that strictly true? I don't think that was strictly true. Here I'm just trying to play as much stuff as possible. I haven't got a Noxious Fumes, which is unfortunate for all involved, I'm sure. There we go. I need a lot of defense before I can actually attack here. Alright, there's a block potion. Good pickup for us. Accuracy? I mean, we do use one shiv every turn and then one shiv when we get a cloak. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it. We probably do want a leg sweep, though. A little bit extra weaken, a little bit extra block. We'll play 1,000 cuts first here. Beautiful. That was a great turn. A lot of powers down there. 1,000 cuts first again. I'd like to get a weaken if at all possible, so we'll expertise digging for it. Get it. My best block case scenario there was caltrops lowering the cost of the leg sweep, but that's not extremely likely. Alright, double defend here, and we're covered. Beautiful. Yep, here I just want offensive cards, courtesy of the enemy not really attacking. Looks like they're setting up for another big hit, though, so I might need to drop a... Yeah. Might need to drop a block potion this turn. I'm not going to use the backlit before I use the expertise. Expertise does need to be upgraded as well. It's quite an important card for us to upgrade. Alright, we got another bite out there. We managed to do all of that without using block potion, which I'm happy about. So I can save that for the one elite that I plan to take on this floor. The final fight is going to be absolutely devastating for us. If we can pick up a malaise, we might actually have a chance. So let's go for that. Let's look for a malaise. Second block potion is probably a better pickup than that poison potion right now. Backstab in our opening hand? Not necessary. Yeah, not necessary. Damage. Hell yeah. There we go. 4 damage to all enemies. Don't mind if I do. We will Piercing Wail here. This is going to be a little rough, though. Gonna need to drink a potion here so that I can kill you. And still have HP. Rather than still have block. Whee! Got him. Well-laid plans is a good pickup. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 card, but it's another I can't take it. It's just another thing in my deck. What do I call it? It's just another power. Just gonna lose me a lot of HP over the course of the game. Here I'm gonna take the curse, unfortunately. Can't really afford not to. I need to upgrade leg sweep. I'm gonna be relying on weakening this final boss very commonly. If I take an early elite here, I actually get a much better line, and I still only take 1 elite. So, this is really unfortunate for us. This is really unfortunate. This exact fight is the one that could easily just destroy me. Weaken backliner, so now both of you are weakened. Despite everything, I do need to deal as much damage as is humanly possible for myself right now. Because we've got 3 burns in our deck. It's only going to get worse. Ow. Take 8 here. We can start just hitting the backline, thankfully. I can prevent a lot of damage using this explosive potion, right? I'd go down to 8, and then 8 blocks, I'd take 11 damage if I don't use the explosive potion. Bag of Marbles. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerability to all enemies. We're not really a deck that capitalizes on invulnerability, so... Sorry, vulnerability, so that's probably not going to help us too much. Blur is a really good pickup, though. We do need to upgrade expertise, so we can dig harder. Bronze scales, whenever you take damage, deal 3 back. So that's effectively a always in play version of a Caltrops. We'll lose a bite rather than Piercing Wail or a Caltrops there. After image, infinite blades, Caltrops, and then I get to use defend, expertise. Get myself a whole new hand. Delicious new hand. Probably 2 cards I desperately didn't want to draw there, and I drew both of them. I should have just used Defend. Okay, we've got a reasonable amount of damage coming in here. This is not good. Fight. Survivor. all about trying to eat right now. Gain back as much HP as I can by biting these enemies. It's going to be one of my only saving graces in the final boss fight as well, just having the bites there for us. I'll take any of those. Smith to upgrade, probably Piercing Whale now. Transform a card. Right, transform one of these bites. Got a panache, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. That's amazing for us. All right. I mean, it's still gonna suck in the final boss fight because the final boss fight's just gonna suck regardless. You know, maybe it's not the world's worst thing to ever occur anymore. Maybe. Panache. So we did just lose Dagger Spray, as well as 1,000 cuts. But when our hands chain like this, and this will happen most hands, we've got 8 days in our deck right now, which is rough. I just needed to start applying that weakness to the back line. Ouch. I hate these repulsors. They, like, I would have much preferred they attack me. I'm just gonna have extreme difficulty with the end of this fight right now. God, this blows. And I'm gonna upgrade that footwork as well. This enemy almost certainly just beats the ever-loving hell out of me, but I mean, if I don't play my powers, I will just lose, because that is all our deck does. We'll try and get one of them down early. I don't need to play all of the Caltrops. That's one thing I might be able to benefit from. Let's actually discard that Caltrops. Expertise. Piercing Whale protects us against a lot of incoming damage this turn. I'm almost certainly just dead this turn to the Awakened one. There's a neutralize. Game. I really wish I could start playing those. I think I have to wait until the enemy's actually on the ground before I can do it. It's 26. I'm gonna need to start healing back up. So those bites need to happen. So that's 60 incoming damage right now. I don't think there's any way around that. I buff my enemy by 2 when I play the Curiosity, but I also buff my dex by 3, which is more than 2, as you might have noticed. That's a weakened enemy, by the way. There was no way I was ever going to be able to win that fight. If I never played any of my powers in that fight, my deck just would have been full of dead cards and I would have died. That's really unfortunate. Funnily enough, Time Eater would have been fine. Not even a problem. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we will see you next time, Margaret.